Hello, everyone. I'm eating chocolate-covered raisins right now, so give me a second.
You want some?
I'll give it, yeah.
You
can see ourselves on the stream. It's like a
know
stream.
Oh, yeah, look. Look, it's in.
No more banana carrot. Banana carrot is done. It's dead to us. We're moving on. Everyone... we are doing something new today, and by new, I mean you've probably already heard it. We're going to be doing a song. Can I say the name of the song?
Yes.
You'll know it as Science thus far. We are going to be locking Callum up in jail, but Callum is actually right there, right now. Well, now he's here.
Have we done this one on stream?
We've not, but we
leaked the demo during
we leaked the
the
demo during the subathon.
Hello, Dan is tired. First time chat. Welcome to Bears and Trees.
Thank you so much for being here.
Hello, Walkers is fun. First time chat. Welcome to Bears and Trees.
Hell yeah, we're getting some good people here. So,
Hello.
it's not going to be called Science, unfortunately. That was the filler name that we have. We have loads of filler names. We love a filler name, but the name we're not going to reveal yet.
If we get 1,000
you'll find
subscribers, we'll tell you.
1 billion.
Yeah, we'll
subscribers.
1 billion
Million
subscribers.
So, yeah.
If we get 1 billion subscribers, we'll release Mr. Beast from jail.
No.
one's
We will
releasing
shoot
Mr.
Mr.
Beast.
Beast. These are the same glasses, but I went to Specsavers to get new glasses because you guys met the sub goal, so I thought I should.
Wait.
And but they weren't gonna be ready, so I had to glue them together. Thank you so much. Look at Lena. We have not described the and thank you Wilkie's Fun. We really appreciate it. We've not explained the whole thing yet. So
explain the maths because it confused me terribly.
it's not hard maths. So basically, what we're gonna do is every time someone subscribes
star in maths.
Oh yeah, I did actually.
in GCSE,
And I don't understand it, so good luck.
very good for not understanding.
One person subscribes, you get 1 word. The second person subscribes, you get 2 new words because they're the second subscriber.
Yeah.
That means you get 3 words.
In total.
And then the third person subscribes, you get 3 new words.
Whoa!
Which means you get. Who's good at maths?
It's 5, 6.
6 new
Six
words.
new words.
They're on 6 words right now.
Now
No. Oh, are we on 6?
I don't know how many.
we've only had. Oh, did we just get another
Right,
subscriber?
yeah.
Thank you so much, Potato.
6 words.
435. You're on 6 words right now. Nick thought we were doubling,
Yeah.
and I had to explain to Nick that
That'd be a nice
if we were to double, we would get to like 500,000 words by the time we got to the sub goal. So we don't have that many. I don't know if we have that many words
could make
in
some,
any of our songs.
We could chat business.
I also don't think we're going to be able to keep track of this very well.
I'm keeping track.
Okay, we've had 3.
No. Oh.
So is that 6 words?
6 so far.
Yeah, I've got the
I think.
lyrics. Just going to read through them and
there's
count.
Going to be a lot of guessing here, but sure.
Hello, Geordie Mumbles. Welcome. When will it happen? It will happen as and when.
As we are, so we'll be recording it, and we will be showing you the words as we get some recorded.
Good morning, Australia. Why are you up at 4 a.m? That's Bears and Trees time. We had a song about that. Good for you.
Are you just woken up?
It's woken up. I've woken up. It's 4 a.m. There's no way you're trusting Ian to keep track of.
How's your
Hey!
How's your asthma?
Shut up! Nick, can you confirm your girl bossing?
I'm trying my hardest.
Everyone is girl bossing every day of the week. You'd have to leak a full book. I don't even know if 500,000 words would be a full book. That's a lot of words. Probably.
How many words is an essay?
Well, like 36 pages of text is about 10,000.
How many words in the English language?
Yeah!
Woo!
Thank you, Logan. Hell
More
yeah.
than
4 months.
500,000.
A sub for the beautiful tapestry.
This is true. Ian can't be trusted for anything, I fear. What is happening?
A rogue.
What's happening?
Okay, so it's now 11 words, if I'm correct.
How many
What?
subscribers did we just... There is
11?
no way we got
4,
to
5,
11.
6,
5.
7, 8, 9, 10.
10. So 1 new word,
What?
3 words,
We've got 4 subs on 10
6.
words.
10. 4 subs is 10
Oh,
words. Then
my
at 15.
bad.
There's
Oh,
never
I
a point where
see.
we get to 11.
Okay.
Alright.
Guys, I got a B in GCSE maths, okay?
Samesies!
Well,
Callum's in
my
love
B
with
was
Philomena
worse.
Kunk on my
High
Tamagotchi life island.
B and GCSE math.
Callum, are you in love with Philomena Kunk? On someone's island.
I don't know if I'd say I'm in love. That seems a bit. I like Philomena Kunk, but.
We haven't even recorded that many words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hashtag stop the Ian hate or I will
Into the
stop
cage.
writing lyrics for you.
Callum's in the cage. Maths is abhorrent, good words.
There is no way there's only 170,000 words in the English language. Was that Google or was that Google's AI assistant? I'm anti-AI. Oh, thank you so much, Rachie Pat. Thank you so much. That's 15 words you get now.
Very kind of you.
15 words.
Callum's got to sing all those first.
Yeah.
Hi,
So-
Callum.
Thank you so much. We are making significant waves.
Hello.
Excellent. Ian, how many words do you know? I know about 3 billion, I think.
3 billion words.
But that's only because a bunch
Give
of...
us 10 off the top of your head.
10
right
off the top of
now.
my head. Cucumber, soliloquy, cumulus, video, are we doing 10?
Come on, keep going.
Okay, pine,
warming up
Yep.
first.
oak,
Yep.
graphite,
Yeah, just
gravel,
a bit of a
Yep.
sense.
Turkish,
Yep.
Amazir.
Yep, you're 10. You're good.
Oh,
You're good.
nice.
Well done.
Hell yeah.
Very good.
Those are all lyrics in this song.
I need you to write and post a speech on YouTube for my homework. What is your homework? And we'll try.
Basically, I need you to write and post a speech. Yeah, what do you want the speech to be on? What
No, we haven't.
language
Yeah.
do you want it to be in? We will.
We need to
We
know.
will. I know 3. Very clever. Very clever. Yeah. I have. It's every song we've written has all the words ever in. Please give me a small object to add into my drawing. I think you should add a vase. That's maybe too big. Do you want smaller? Let's do smaller. Let's do a chickpea, because that's just a circle. Very nice. What languages do we all know? We all can speak English. And then other than that, I'm learning a little bit of Welsh.
Mm-hmm.
You're learning a bit of Italian.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have historically learnt a bit of Italian.
Mm.
Is that it?
Uh,
Am I correct?
yeah.
You...
Yeah.
You're handsome!
Yeah, 9?
Yeah, no. None of us.
Not really, not very well.
Doing Diski Cymraeg, doing Cari Siarad Cymraeg, etc. Anyway. Doing Diski Cymraeg, yeah. You're also learning Welsh, hell yeah. I Have a Headache is in French. Yeah, I did sing that one in French, and I wrote out rough French that I remembered from school, and then went to my friend who was learning French at university and asked them to like make sure it all made sense, and it didn't, so they helped me rewrite it in a way that rhymed and was also good. But Je mal à la tête, that was the one. Why is Callum always the one in music jail? Because Callum's always the one recording these, because he's always late. I don't know. What about Spanish? None of us speak Spanish. Yeah, I know mi amo Ian, and I can count to 10, but that's pretty much it.
It's good. Keep it in.
You can hear it through the glass. Can you hear it on stream?
I don't know if they can. Can you hear that in
Can you hear
stream?
Callum?
Can you hear Callum singing? Hype
Oh,
chest.
hype chest.
Open that shit.
Open that shenanigans.
Open that
We
shenanigans.
got the thing.
We got tea. That's cool. That's really good, actually. I like that. Very bears and trees. Callum in the background is amazing. I know a little bit of BSL, but how much? I don't know. I learned sign language a couple years ago. What? Probably like six or 7 years ago now. But yeah, not much. I can do the alphabet. I can finger spell, etc. But not much. Thank you so much, Squares in Trees, for subscribing. That adds another 6 words to our thing. So that brings us to 21 words.
Only like vague shouts.
When you
Have we done any recording yet?
No, Callum's warming up.
Okay,
Unless
just
I
checking.
can-
We have to get to we've got 21 words to show them.
How many words have you sung? In
I
the
mean,
song?
we've already recorded Ian's vocals, so we can do some of Ian's vocals.
Oh, I just started doing syllables.
Tempting.
We can let's wait until a significant amount is like a verse is recorded or something, and then we can do it. Because I don't know if I've sung 21 words in this.
No, but I can do the first. I can do the first 6.
Oh no, I definitely have.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Should we bash it out?
I've
It's
definitely
up
done.
to you.
The bridge is
That's what
the bridge is longer than 21 words. We could do the bridge.
Or a chorus. Up to you.
Chorus, I don't know if there'd be enough. We can do.
Chorus,
let's do a bridge.
apparently, isn't it? Kind of counted.
Said there is.
21 in a chorus. All right. Well, do you wanna? I want the harmonies and stuff like that. Wait until we got a chorus recorded.
Ian has spoken.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Or
We're working it out for you. We're trying to work
Are
out
we
the
gonna
best
wait?
way. We're gonna
We're gonna wait.
get one chorus recorded, and then we'll
Ian's
do
the
it.
boss.
I'm the boss here.
Or up to
21
the
Pilots.
first
We're actually
Let's
really
do
good
it.
friends with 21 Pilots.
That's
They're
true.
surprisingly. We met them at a charity
They're
do once,
surprisingly
and
down
they
to
are
earth and
very
very
funny.
We're doing stuff.
You guys got any tips on home recording? I'm recording with my band next week.
Wanna do that?
Oh, okay.
Intro
So
first?
one thing I would say is
Yeah,
trying to
should we do
obviously
first
trying to separate everything out is key.
Yeah, first
It's
verse.
always good to have a straight DI recording
It's gonna be,
of guitar and
two
bass and all
bars.
that kind of stuff. A completely clean tone, because then you can do more manipulation with it later on.
Your headphones okay? That's it. Here it comes.
I'd say with vocals, just remember to like take your time warming up, and with drums, just getting as much, getting all the tones right is really important. Getting all the tuning correctly, tuning your drums to the right key is always really good. Those are some great ones. Any advice on writing lyrics that aren't too cheesy or cringe? Well, to be cringe is to be free, right? Don't kill the part of you that cringes. Kill the part of you that's cringe. Kill the part of you that cringes. I think ultimately
Nice,
we have to understand that when we're being earnest and sincere in our music,
Say it again.
in our lyricism, it can come across as corny. It can come across as cheesy because we are trying to be sincere in a world that is a little bit irony poisoned, really. But you have to kind of push through that. But that being said, one thing that I can give advice on, other than just write as much as you can, and eventually, because creation precedes inspiration. Once you start doing stuff, you'll find out what you want to experiment with, what you find interesting to experiment with, and it will teach you more. So just keep going. Second thing,
Very nice.
I would say...
Sweet. You wanna just keep
So there's this thing that George Orwell talked about, which
Speaking of
is
what I
the
was-
death of a metaphor. And so basically that's when the metaphor doesn't elicit the imagery that it is based on, but instead just makes you feel the thing it's meant to be. A good example is Achilles' heel. When someone hears Achilles' heel, they fear it's about weakness. They're not hearing they're not bringing to mind the image of the ancient Greek hero Achilles having an arrow shot through his heel. So that metaphor is dead. Birds of a feather flock together. You don't really come up with that imagery anymore. So I think that it's important to try and not use metaphors that already have implicit meaning. The key thing you need to be trying to do with metaphors is creating new ones, trying to summon imagery in someone's head that makes them feel something according to their own lived experience, rather than relying on old metaphors. That being said, you can rely on old metaphors if you are using them in new ways, so manipulating them in strange ways to change how people hear them or feel them. So there you go. There's some lyric advice. Yeah. Hottentot 10 tune sterling. I think it was. I can't quite remember. I think the is like isn't it? Question: did you ever do drums without like literal physical drums? How did you do that? I am struggling. Recording drums without literal drums. We haven't done that. We've recorded each. I think in Cassiopeia or Apathy is Boring, we played each drum part, and then in the verses, it's rather than a live drum being played, it's sampled and played like that because we thought that was more interesting for those songs. But we've never tried to record drums without physical drum kits. Now, limitations are the key to creativity, and so instead of trying to avoid things that are limitations, try and lean into them, figure out ways around them rather than trying to kind of struggle with them. So you could sample drums, you could either get a whole drum loop and make that work, or you can make snare sounds with various things like this, or stuff like that. You could try beatboxing badly. I've heard some really cool songs where there's bad beatboxing. So that kind of thing. But
What are you thinking?
don't let limitations stop you from creating. Allow them to create more interesting things. That's what I will say. A skill issue. Alone in the Basement. Yeah. That song is one of ours where I beatboxed on it, and that was actually because I wanted to. I'd heard a couple cool songs like that, and it was. I think I was listening to Ramshackle Glory, their album Your Heart Is a Muscle. I think that's the one. It's what it's called, but that's at least on it. And that had this.
Yeah.
I think it's the Vampires Are for Posers. That song has this really cool beatboxing bit, and it's not like actual beatboxing, like professional beatboxing, whatever.
Yes.
But it sounds cool. It sounds DIY, and I liked it.
No,
Yeah, I've got Logic Pro access at a place I go to, but I'm struggling because I cannot work it out.
Yeah.
I'm a beginner. Yeah, being a beginner is everyone's a beginner at some point. We were beginners. We recorded really badly for a really long time. We got a single microphone and we put it in the corner of the room and we recorded like that, and it sounded like shit. And you learn and you develop and you practice. You just do, and eventually something will work. Just keep making mistakes, keep learning. That's the key thing you got to do. Yeah, you've got to be bad at everything before you're good at it. Yeah, sounded like shenanigans in Minecraft. Sorry, yeah, I shouldn't be swearing, probably. Beatboxing. There you go. Love from Poland. Love to Poland. That's all I gotta say. I have no idea who Richard Sicken is, but I hope they're good. Would you say this is a speech? No, this isn't a speech. I would say this is very much me monologuing in response to chat. It's not a speech. Definitely not, because it's not prepared. I think speeches have to be prepared to some degree. Yeah, it is sewn. I sewed the pieces together, patched it together, and did the hem around. George and Nick, I think Nick also did some of the sewing as well for that bit. George and Nick cut out the letters, and then Callum sewed the letters on. So we all were working on it.
Yep.
I'm a seamstress.
All was broken immediately.
Oh yeah, good point. I forgot.
Crack on, Ian. You're doing great. You're doing great, everyone. It's all going to plan. Okay.
See.
Yeah, try a few more bits and pieces.
Lovely,
here it goes.
Happy Autism Month. Yeah, hell yeah. What happens if we open the cage early for Callum?
You don't want to do that.
Yeah, basically, if you open the cage early, he will start punching and kicking, I think. I can't see anything I don't like about you. It's a fantastic way of reducing heart palpitations, I would say. Yeah, literally, will go feral. You are on the big screen. I've got you a nice little screen behind so I can watch what you're saying. That's the whole key thing. Oh, thank you so much, Bridget Live, and Lobotomized Sophie for subscribing. Thank you so much. That's 2 more subscribers. That is another 15 words on top.
It's all very like.
So we're going 36 words.
Slightly lower, and then come right back up or something.
You're all in the movies. Thank you. I like my orange cap too. My sister got it for me for Christmas because it's from the Ginger Factory. She's ginger too. What are these? Are these the raisins? The peanuts aren't very good.
Peanuts are okay.
I'm pretty happy eating peanuts.
No, but then they're not great peanuts.
Okay. Oh, you have your raisins and I have my peanuts.
Well, no, I'm just saying those aren't great peanuts.
Let the person who dislikes the peanuts cast the first stone.
I like peanuts.
But you dislike these peanuts.
Yeah, so I'm casting the first stone.
And you're allowed to. As the saying goes.
No. I'm not saying you can't eat them.
Exactly, let Nick eat his peanuts.
I'm not saying you can't eat them. I was just letting you know.
I don't enjoy that the the chocolate-covered items that I famously cannot eat have been left right in front of me.
Okay, I'll keep them. I'll keep my.
Nick, take the peanut.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is a good melody.
I think you've tried.
How many people? How many people are allergic to peanuts here? That's crazy. Wait, how many subscribers do we have? Are these subscribers from previous streams? Or have you all just been gifted a bunch of subs? So I have to... Listen. Raisins are wonderful. They are providing with joy, and I think that they get a bad rap in society. In fact, I'm gonna say something controversial right now. I'm gonna say something controversial. I actively choose raisin cookies often over chocolate chip cookies.
You've got not enough of yourself in your head.
Because they're good, and I enjoy them, and they make me happy. Because chocolate, often too sweet.
Because you can't hear yourself, and it goes sharp. And if you're flat, it means you're trying to get away because you can hear too much.
How many people are watching the stream?
Wait, here it comes.
We've been asked, and I will.
What?
Don't worry. Choosing happiness should not be controversial. That is so true, actually. You're now in my good books. You were in my bad books, as everyone who's watching the stream was. You have entered my good books.
Already bad.
98, if you're wondering.
98 people are watching the stream. On average, how many people watch the stream?
On average? That's a good question. Did someone ask?
Yeah.
Find out. In March, it was 130 people on average.
130 people on average, to answer your question. I don't know if raisin cookies are that extra healthy. I think they're just... Ian, can you show off the sweater, please? Yeah. This is my favourite jumper. Or one of. I've got so many jumpers, but yeah. Oh, it's got some paint on it. I don't know where from, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I've been painting my walls with acrylic paint and oil pastels recently, just because of out of boredom, and so I think I've got a bunch of blue paint on it recently from doing that. This shouldn't be in front of me either. I have no impulse control and deep dopamine dependencies.
I don't know what's going on.
It is what it is. I just burnt my mouth on an air fryer boiled egg. You know what? Choosing happiness should never be controversial. What did I paint on my walls? Lines, various pens, various colours, various flowers.
Yeah.
My friend painted a bee.
Mine was better in that.
A rat guy. A lot of stuff. Anyway. Favourite nuts?
Up to what word?
Probably salted peanuts. They're classic. Absolute classic. Brazil nuts, even though I've heard recently they are apparently they're bad for you, like really bad. I don't know. Pistachios are an absolute classic. Almonds are good sometimes, but with almonds, I don't like marzipan. Tastes weird to me. And also, apparently almonds is what cyanide tastes like, so I'm avoiding it. Out of that kind of weird fear of maybe I'm eating cyanide. Apparently Brazil nuts, okay, this is the thing. Apparently Brazil nuts have a small amount of toxin and you shouldn't eat more than like 2 or 3 a day. Just so you know. Have we done a chorus?
No, we're doing a verse. But you can hear a verse very soon.
Okay.
How about that?
Big thumbs up.
How about that, my love?
Apple seeds have cyanide in them. Don't chew them. Chewing, like, only a couple, only a few will cause you serious issues. Will there be more covers besides... Oh yeah, we were answering that in the Q&A. We're answering that Q&A. Listen, we're answering in the Q&A. Wait for the Q&A. By the way, we're doing a Q&A on... We've recorded a quick Q&A on that's going to be put on Patreon very soon. So thank you to everyone who supports us on Patreon. We really appreciate all your support. It allows us to make music with less thought of how we're going to make music. It will be posted at 8 p.m, I believe, something around then. Anyway. Okay, so how much is Patreon? So we have a few tiers. The lowest tier is £2 a month. Then we have £4 a month, and then I think it goes up from there. We have a couple small, like we have a £24 a month slot that gets you some extra stuff. But generally, the lowest one is a £2 tier because life is hard, and if you want to support us, you can throw us the price of like less than a coffee. Actually, I got a coffee today. It was like £3.
A little bit, yeah.
Less than that.
No.
Fair enough. No, you got to focus on your own life. Here are 99p tier.
Like less passionate, I guess.
We have to put some limit somewhere, unfortunately. £2 is our limit, even though...
More emotionally sad.
£2. Oh, hello from here. Hello from Alaska. Wow, so cool. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you everyone for subscribing. Really appreciate all your support here as well. Don't feel like you have to pay us. It's really appreciative when you do pay us for what we do. But just supporting us by listening to our music, telling people about us, and coming to these, subscribing, whatever you can do is always helpful. But we really appreciate. How much is £2 in dollars?
Yeah.
Like $3, I think, or $4 Canadian, or I think about $4 Australian, and it's about €3. I want to say, I don't know. I have a question for you. Does the sound exist? Is it a sound? Yes.
Which one do you
Next question. Hi to Alaska. Bears and Trees back in Edinburgh when we can. I love playing in Scotland. Scotland's one of my favourite places.
I like the rest of it. I like that ending.
Did you do any April Fool's pranks? I didn't do any because what was I doing on April Fool's? I was like working all day and night at a Bill Murray show, which is like a hardcore band, really cool. But my friend did do a cruel prank, but it was funny, don't worry. But like, yeah. Norwich. When are we going back to Norwich? As soon as we can. We love playing everywhere, ultimately. A quid is a pound in the same way a buck is a dollar. Yeah, exactly. Nice. Met a Bears and Trees fan in the wild getting pizza on Tuesday. It was crazy. Well, Bears and Trees fans are everywhere. Okay, so Spotify do, when they do their Spotify Wrapped, they will do one where if you're a top thing for a band, the band will make a video and they'll send it out. We were asked to do that in the first year they were doing it, and we made this whole secret handshake and code to work out if people also like Bears and Trees, and they decided not to do that year, and they started it next year, so we got annoyed and we just moved on. But I think it's somewhere, so we need to get that back out there. Love to Newcastle. We love Newcastle. Thank you so much for being here.
This is the one before.
Yeah, it's exactly like I Like Your Shoelaces. We were Dorkazoid generals, so don't worry. Love to Croydon from Poland. Love from Croydon to Poland.
Yeah.
What colour paint does this song taste of? All paint kind of tastes the same, really, doesn't it? If you think about it. Unless you've made it yourself out of like actual pigment. If you're just using like acrylic paint, let's be honest with each other. Paint all tastes the same. And that's fine. It's more about aesthetics of what you want your teeth to look like, I would say.
You want to hear that one?
I think it's a fairly common knowledge that all paint tastes the same. Love from Croydon to Croydon. Love from Argentina, but not UK, just to a random country. Okay, fair enough. Argentina's cool because they have the area in Patagonia that speaks Welsh. That's not the only reason they're cool, but that is a reason I think it's cool.
Good.
That's the one.
Oh, I love Washington State. I want to get back there some point. We missed it on our last US tour, and we love playing there so much. We love everyone out there, so it's really cool.
That's the one.
Love from Croydon to Arizona. Love from Croydon to Bikini Bottom. Love to the moon from Croydon. No one should eat paint. I'm going to be clear. No one should drink or eat paint. But if you do, you'll work out that they all taste the same, and
No,
there's
actually,
no
you
real
are very
room
right.
for experimentation there, except unless you've mixed it yourself with actual pigment, then it'll taste like the pigment. Love to New Jersey from Croydon. Why do I keep eating pay? My Tumblr was called I'm not going to tell you, but it was a reference to Pluto
Lovely.
and its planetary status. But yeah.
Do you want to show the world?
You ready?
Yeah, how many words we got?
So we have at the moment. Can I get this figure double checked?
Mhm.
We have 8 subscribers.
Double checking.
Thank
Fact
you.
Checking department is on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8.
We have 36 words to show the people.
Are we going to just count as we go?
Yeah.
And just hope for the best?
Are we going to go from the beginning,
Do
or go from the first bit you have recorded?
you want to go from the verse? Because that bit hasn't got
Yep.
harmonies on yet.
Has the next chorus got harmonies on it?
No, we haven't done any chorus yet.
Okay.
This is verse only. Someone's got to count the words.
I'm doing it.
Okay. You have to tell us if it's loud enough.
36.
36 words. Coming at you. Now.
I first discovered empathy lying on the remnants of my ripped up childhood carpet as sunset bled into my cheek. I became everything that sickened me for just a few brief hours and relived every wilted flower.
Cut!
Oh.
They got 30. They got 37. They got 37.
Whoa. Oh, is into one word or two?
I don't know what I counted.
Okay.
I don't know how I counted it now.
Basically, we're over.
You got one extra
We're over
word.
Great.
subscribers.
And so
Cameron was
that-
in there, Cannon was like... I was like, cut!
So they got one
Did I
extra.
like it?
So did you like it? They're all unhearing a word.
Good,
Okay,
thank
good,
you.
thanks.
Yeah, appreciate everyone. If everyone could unhear a word, that'd be great.
Loved it.
Okay.
Big fan.
So here's a question to the room.
Yeah.
Do we now start at 9 new words? Because obviously we've got 8 subscribers.
Yeah.
Next time they get 45, or the next time they start at 9? Because
They
they've
get
got
another
36.
9. So they get all of that
Oh.
plus 9 more.
Plus
New
9
sub.
more. Thank you so much, Stormy Manor. Really appreciate it.
That's
Once we
very
get
kind of you.
9 new words, we will share that with you.
We're going to do a chorus then.
You do get to choose which word you unhear. Have we ever counted how many bracelets we get during tour? No. It's nearly impossible because I have like 3 or 4 boxes personally of like shoe boxes of pretty much just bracelets, but various other like tour gifts. And then anything bigger than a bracelet that we get as a band, we keep here, and we have like 4 or 5 boxes of things, which we really appreciate. We love that people make art, love that people do friendship bracelets, love that people want to give back to us. We really do appreciate
Do you
it.
want to treat them as what?
I'm not putting the headphones on the microphone anymore. You don't trick me.
Nice,
I'm very easy to trick. Don't trick me. I'm an advertiser's
I could do
dream.
harmony.
I'm a like.
But
If
the
I hear
lyrics-
riddle me this, I'm tricked immediately. I'm in. But yeah, we have a lot of crochet frogs. We got a lot of stuff. We really appreciate everything people make for us because it just like is so wonderful that we. Yeah, I was really concentrating while counting that I didn't think that we had. I didn't think about the fact that we were getting up to
Naturally, because it's lower, yeah.
5:25. I think okay. I don't know.
Would you?
Are you wearing your candy from the show? Some of them are massive as well. We try and wear all of them by the end of tour. UK and Europe is much easier. American tours, because they're like 5 weeks long, and we play like 27 shows. Each show we're getting like 4 each. Let's say 5 each. That's a much easier number to do.
I'd imagine that's
We're
a
getting
bit
total of like flipping heck 130 35.
What's going on?
Oh my god.
places each. Whoa!
They really want to hear.
How
it.
many did we just get? How many? Do you mind scrolling back up? Thank you so much, Stolen Halos, for gifting 5 subs. 9, 10. That's 19 new words. 11, 12.
Crazy.
14. So, give me a sec. 15, 26,
Yeah, let's.
37, 51.
Let's do all of it.
51.
Let's break it down.
51 words they've got. How many words is there?
In total, 51.
51 new words they're getting.
New
words. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, don't worry about subbing if you're a broke college student. We really appreciate all the support you give, even if it's not monetary. We really appreciate you listening. We really appreciate you being here. We really appreciate you telling people about us. Like, whatever you can do, we appreciate it, obviously. So don't feel like if you are broke, don't feel like you have to give us money. You focus on yourself. We are about community first and foremost, and if our community is worried about money, then don't throw it at us. We
Right,
appreciate it.
here's what we're gonna do.
Once you get a job, you'll sub.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah! Thank you so much, ABQ.
That's the only
PG66. The G and the P got confused in my brain.
Everything else is double
The
check.
amount of words I've learned from you just listening to the stream and other Bears and Trees media is insane. We use a lot of big words. We like it. I've been listening to Bears and Trees during my half marathon training. That's so funny. Half marathon is really impressive. I'd never do a half marathon. I refuse to run more than
Up to
6
you.
miles. More than 6 miles, I'm done. No more.
Okay. Well, let's.
6 miles? I won't do
Yeah,
more than a 5k really. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really do that either. I don't really run. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is there any way we could get some production breakdowns for Patreon perhaps? Well, George will be able to do that for you 100%. We can get that in the list of things for George to do. I think in Patreon we do have some.
Add it to the list.
Yeah, we would love
More
that.
Stuff I've got. to
How
do.
many kilometers are in 6 miles? It's
That'd be right.
1.6 kilometers per mile. So it's 6 plus 6 times 0.6, which is like probably just over 3.5. So 9 and a half. Yeah, about 10k. There you go. Oh, I hope that maths. 0.6 times anything is like pretty much 0.5. Let's just say that. George Day was great. We're actually
Lovely, yeah,
going to be
just
celebrating it
the
tomorrow. Oh my
link
gosh,
to
thank
the
you
one that-
again,
I think the second two will be.
Stolen Halos, for another subscriber. I got my therapist into your and love your music
don't
as
need
much as I
that
do.
as
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on
Okay.
getting therapy. That's really, really good. Yeah, that's another, 15 words? That's so funny. So, what did we say? 51? 66. 66. Add another 6 on that, and it's a fun number. 9 kilometers.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, 900 kilometers and 600 meters
let's get
is
one more.
6 miles. Yeah, okay, for sure. I'm happy. Yeah, that makes sense. I was close. Of course, 0.6 is 0.6. Anyway, well, it's important to look after your mental health, and sometimes therapy isn't that accessible because of the fact that we live in countries where for some reason they don't make mental health provision or any health provision accessible. But there are lots of things you can do. There are support groups, there are resources online. So yeah, whatever you can do to look after your mental health is really important. And a really good way of doing that is therapy. But thoughts on baby chicks? I'm very pro. Anything that's cute, I'm here for. OMG Sandbox, I can't be on stream anymore because I actually have stuff to do in class, but I get to be an alto in choir. Hell yeah, I love alto. We actually recorded a really fun alto part in one of our songs. Callum did a really, really good job of it, and it is so fun. It's perfect alto part.
No.
One note the entire
Brilliant.
time, but the coolest note, but one note. My favourite animal is the koala. And the reason my favourite animal is the koala is because they are so
I think that's the best shout.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Their brain is smooth, and they are just vibing. I really appreciate it. Koalas in submarines, exactly. Yeah. How can we still see Ian, even though
I agree. I want that run more.
TDOV is over? Got you.
Quite.
Because I'm visible all the time, baby.
That's why you brought it in. Yeah.
I like alternating.
I don't know.
think that makes
I don't know.
sense.
I don't know what's Nick, what's your favourite animal? Nick, what's your favourite animal?
It's a really tough one.
Turtle.
Turtle. Yeah. Not hedgehog?
Yeah.
They're not my favourite.
Yeah, fair enough.
They're not my favourite.
Stream is so laggy. I'm so sorry for you. I really appreciate you being here either way, but yeah. Sorry if the stream is laggy for you. I hope it isn't always. Also, thank you for having accessible shows. Honestly,
I think, to be fair, in that
strobe lighting is the worst. I hate it so much. Thank you. I hate it so much. It's fine in like certain settings where I'm actively trying to become insanely overstimulated, but I don't want that, and I don't want everyone in our show to be incredibly overstimulated. It's so silly. I love sloths. They're my spirit animal. Sloths are pretty cool as well. What is the worst part of touring? The worst part of touring is ultimately being displaced from your home. Honestly, like you are living out of a van and out of hotel rooms, and when you're in different continents, it's really hard to keep in touch with the people at home because you're in different time zones. Your day is between like 3 p.m. and 1 a.m. so your sleep schedule gets a bit screwed, and also you're not immediately you can't immediately go to sleep. You have to wake up quite early. It's that kind of stuff. There's so much really positive about touring, but being away from home is quite difficult. It is quite difficult. Being away from the ones you love is quite difficult. Even if you're with your 3 best friends, it's hard. But every job is hard, you know. It's not hard enough to warrant it being a bad thing to do, I don't think. But I like it a lot, but that is hard. Went to a haunted house with strobe lighting. Felt like I was walking in slow motion. It was crazy. That is true. That can happen. Yeah, this song is going to be a great one. I'm so excited for everyone to hear it.
Do you want to hear both of them?
Were you ever scared of planes or travelling? I've never really been scared of planes or travelling. I don't know about everyone else. They're quite locked in at the moment. I don't want to distract them. Have you all realised you've put out at least one project every year from 2015 on? So 2015 we did Let's Sleep on It. 2016, I don't know if we released anything.
Oh, what time is it?
Wow.
You
Yeah.
forgot about it.
Yeah. Well, that was just effectively the singles from Let's Sleep on It. Not Let's Sleep on It. Just 5 minutes.
We had it written all in just 5 more minutes.
Yeah, but it was effectively the singles. But yeah, we'd also re-recorded a bunch of them. Yeah, so we did that one. And then 2017... Oh, but we also did, like, Nick's Wild Night In, didn't we?
So, yeah, we did.
Was that 2016?
That was Christmas of 2015.
2015. Okay. What time is it? Then Just 5 minutes in 2017. 2018, I think it was Flight to Alaska. And Sitting Pretty.
Very nice.
2019 was Icy Blue. 2020, I Want to Feel Chaotic. Keep Me Safe. 2021 was Fresh Concrete, well, Flower Through Concrete with Evergreen as well. So Fresh Concrete and Evergreen, and Everybody Else My Back.
Not that.
2022 would have been Precipitation and Every Moonbeam. 2023 was Cassiopeia, Apathy is Boring, Bart Spike, so How to Stay Shining. And then, yeah, we have released something every year.
That one or the
Oh,
other?
you've put it up. Brilliant.
Wow. Hell yeah.
Song about the weather they did for 2016. That's so funny. Christmas 2016. Yeah. Bits and Pieces in 2018. Oh, 2019 we did. Flight to Alaska we did in
Happy with that?
2018. Sitting Pretty, Icy Blue 2020. Yeah, Bits and Pieces. I think we released in 2018. I think we just screwed up a couple.
I think you do it.
I think we might. I don't remember, but yeah. Thank you for being a fan for 3 years. Thank you for being a fan for however long you have been a fan. We are always going to be making music forever for whoever wants to listen to it, and we have always loved doing it. So, and this is the thing: we've released something every year since 2015, and we've been getting better all the time. And that's the thing you just got to do. You just got to do. I think really, me, Nick, and Callum also released something in 2014 under a different band name, and it was really bad. But we had a good time. I'm not distracting George right now. He is so important. Until we're 1,000 years old. No, we're having a break when we get to 998, I think.
Very nice.
Got hooked by Cassiopeia and was forever changed. Hell yeah.
Same
Well,
again.
thank you so much for being around and listening to us. Thank God for Bears and Trees. Thank you for existing. Please don't explode. Thank you for existing. Thank you all for existing and enjoying our music and resonating with what we say. Like, it means a lot to us that we can do this.
Very nice.
I was such a normal fan of until Cassiopeia says bit Colt Logan. That's so funny. No point pretending is what drove me onto this train. Hell yeah. Well, Noah is a great friend of ours. We're really grateful for us being able to do that and touring with him and playing those songs live. Some days we didn't play it, some other days, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll do the end of the verse where we got up to, and then through that chorus. Just checking this one sec. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Ready?
so they've currently got 66 words, 66 new words.
It was about. I think it was just before flowers.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to play from like halfway through the verse.
Okay,
And you get the whole of the chorus. I don't know how many words that is. Stop me if it gets
hold
too
on,
many.
hold on. I want like a click thing that I can like. 66. Okay.
Alright, here
Here
it
we go.
comes.
Here we go.
Don't count syllables. Count words. Okay. Oh.
He's not an idiot. He's done this before.
Oh, he's done this before. He's an expert.
I became everything that sickened me for just a few brief hours and relived every wilted flower I'd left upon her bedside. No love, no heartbreak. We have conditioned it all out. Science is aching to announce there's no more love, no more heartbreak. We stand eternally renowned. Rainbows are leaking out of my mouth.
How many you got? What? How many was that? 30.
30.
So you've got to record.
We got to get cracking.
If you record another verse,
Yeah.
then they've just got 36 more to go.
Wow.
36 more. Just get 36 more done. Hell yeah.
In what? 9 minutes.
Yes, in 9 minutes, get 36 more words done.
Okay.
Chop! Chop!
Quick.
Jesus Christ. You can't get the staff
Oh, yeah,
these
we have
days.
also got the bridge recorded.
Oh, should we play the bridge?
No,
Okay.
we're going to do some verse 2 recording. If it gets to the end of time and we haven't got enough words, then you get the bridge.
Hell yeah. 36.
I didn't
Nice.
think it would be this difficult.
You're
You're working us hard here.
welcome. Have you ever been in contact
That'd
with
be great.
artists other than Noah to possibly record a
Yes.
song together? We have been in contact with other artists to potentially record songs together, but they haven't worked out for various reasons. But I'm not going to tell you who, because that's rude. Def Pony, we're always in contact with Def Pony. Def Pony till I die, always.
Nice.
Nick, look at Lynn and look at your shoelaces. Have any of
I
you
got no
watched /
preference.
listened to Hades Town? I've listened to a bit of Hades Town. I loved the Tiny Desk, but I've not watched
Hades Town
it.
is great.
I've not watched it. Have you seen it?
Yeah. I saw it. I saw the premiere.
So we go.
Did you?
Yeah, on West End. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
see.
That's so cool. What happened at Slam Dunk a few years back when the set times changed, it was crazy, to be honest. When we played Slam Dunk, we were meant to do an earlier set, and then someone dropped out, and then we got moved up to a later set. and we ended up playing at the same time as Neck Deep, and it was just silly.
We didn't want to change our set time, but we had to.
We had to. They basically told us that that's what our new set time was, and we were like, "Oh, cool, we're later." And then we were like, "Oh, we're gonna be competing against some of the biggest bands in all music, and the biggest UK band in the alt scene at that time." So yeah, is what it is. But we enjoyed playing it. Do you guys know Sharma, a Polish band? They rewrite it? No, I've never heard of them. I will listen to them at some point. Enjoy doing your homework.
Leave some space for this now.
Bye. I remember literally running to catch you guys there. Yeah, it was a really fun show, but it was difficult competing against Neck Deep ultimately. What's your favourite, coolest gig you've ever played? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I would say I really liked playing at King Tut's in Glasgow. That was an amazing show. I think our show in Coco and Electric Ballroom, those were crazy. Dingwalls was crazy as well. All our London shows are always great. Playing Birmingham Academy 2 was really cool. I can't remember the place, but when we played in Seattle, Earth, I think it was called, something like that. That was really cool. I really liked that one. We played an insane amount of shows, really. So thinking about the Philly gig that was hot, the walls were swaying. It was hot, and also it'd been raining all day. So all of the water was coming in and just like evaporating into the air and then just maintaining itself on the walls. We broke multiple things because of the fact that the ceiling was dripping. Philly is insane. Their DIY shows are insane. Really enjoyed our first time we played in Philly. We played the Universalist Church, which was cool because like obviously we're huge fans of like the Wonder Years and Modern Baseball and all that kind of stuff. And it was really cool. How was playing Nijmegen, something like that. The Liberty Festival show, very different from other shows, I think. Yeah, that was an incredible one. We had someone scale the artist area to try and beat us. That was really, really fun. Hardcore as hell. Also really enjoyed the fact there was just techno on after us. So strange. Really enjoyed playing with the Happy Fits. They're great people, and yeah, lifelong friends, I reckon. Thoughts on slime? Always good. Always good. I'm here for slime, ooze, goop, human soup, whatever you want, gazpacho. Thoughts? I don't know, I'm just saying stuff. You should really come to Poland. The crowds are cool, and Krakow is honestly the best city to come. Yeah, we're desperate to play in Krakow. I think Krakow would be amazing. How was
nice.
Phoenix, Arizona? I know that you... Phoenix, Arizona is so funny because of the fact that it is so hot and so dry there that it's just... It's hard. It's always hard. But I don't think I had particularly problems with it. Yeah, it was a good time. You should come back to the Netherlands, thanks. And also don't get hit by a scooter this time. Yeah, I hate being hit by motoring vehicles. That's my least favourite thing to do. Yeah, if you see us in public, feel free to come up to us, obviously politely and considerately. Most of the time we'll say hi. You also have to understand that like we might not be in our most sociable moods, but we will always be nice and kind, and we really appreciate you saying hello to us. Are there any compliment preferences? I have none that come to mind about anything that goes negative. Can we bring back Bears and Trees all summer long? Pretty please and thank you. Bears and Trees is every year, all summer long. It's all winter long as well. It's all autumn, all spring. Yeah, we played in... I don't remember. Yeah. You talking about the Phoenix, Arizona show we played with Noah? That was... Yeah. I can't really even remember that one. It was so intense and hot and insane. If we just ask Blyley, will you stop for us? Every time. East Croydon won't, though. All year, every year.
Yeah.
How we doing?
We're getting there.
Cool.
Just doing the second half of the verse.
Okay, cool.
And we'll be right with you.
Cool. I think I saw you guys in 2021 when I was like 16. It was in Newcastle, but I've been to a few shows. I didn't see the rest of that comment. It's gone now. But yeah, thank you so much for coming, and I really appreciate that we could be a show that you've attended at such a young age. It's really cool that we are the band that you guys see. For us it was, you know, the Front Bottoms, Modern Baseball, Fall Out Boy, Paramore. It's really cool that you guys are here. So thank you so much. Why was one of the members writing "send out"? No idea. Ian, what's your favourite lyric from Science, please and thank you? Rainbows are leaking out of my mouth is one of my favourites. I'd also say I became everything that sickened me just for a few hours. I really like that line. As my friend catch the fear of God within my kitchen doorway, I shake till I feel good again, till I feel numb again. Really cool line. Yeah, Nick wrote this one, so the lyrics at least. I hope you guys come back to Belgium. I can see you guys because last year I couldn't make it. Well, we also hope we can go back to Belgium. We want to go to Ireland as well. We've not been to Ireland in ages. The Fall Out Boy to Bears and Trees pipeline is so real. Well, I hope so. If you're ever touring the USA again, I will sell my soul for you. No need. All we ask is about $20 for tickets. That's it. You'll have to ask Nick if Nick will write in that moment Science lyrics for a tattoo. For me, it was Fall Out Boy to Bears and Trees, and then back to Fall Out Boy. Yeah, that's a real pipeline. That's the real pipeline. Bears and Trees to Fall Out Boy pipeline. Fall Out Boy to Bears and Trees to Fall Out Boy pipeline. Excellent. We also desperately want to go to Australia. Australia is so hard to go out to, though. It's so far away, so expensive to get out there, and there's like 5 cities. But we would love to. We've toured with Chase Petra. We just toured with Chase Petra in America. Yes, Nick enjoys Panic at the Disco. Me and Panic at the Disco was one of the bands that me and Nick bonded over after Fall Out Boy. Dream band to tour with. I don't know. I would love to play with Bon Iver. Would be crazy. I think that'd be really cool. But probably like to do a good show. Slaughter Beach Dog. I think that would be really cool. So many. I want to play with every band in the world. Well, not every band in the world. I want to play with every band that I like. Dreamcast. Oh, my podcast. Well, I'd probably have to say one of my exes. That was a reference, by the way. I wouldn't do that. That was a reference, by the way. Bring back Ian FM. I want to, but every time I say it, Nick screams at me. So, yeah, you should be. It was JoJo Siwa, you know. Thank you once again, JoJo, for creating K-pop. We are so happy. Nick has never screamed at me, ever. We're trying to bring back BIN TV so bad, but life is so arduous all the time. You get it. I
like Pocket from that one.
George likes Pocket from that one. That's true.
But you like Keep from this one.
But likes Keep from this one. That's true as well.
Yeah.
The new Debbie memes. I have no idea what that is. Nick, would you mind giving the people your hands?
It's hard. It's hard when they're recording. I don't want to distract.
Now.
Johansson?
There we go. Oh, Debbie rhymes. Understood. When we do stuff outside of recording and like other music stuff, what kind of stuff do you do? Do you mean when we do stuff that's not music, what do we do? George is currently using Logic, but I think would prefer to be using Pro Tools. I don't know. We go to the movies, we have dinner together, we hang out, we just do normal friend things, I think.
We just get together, we just stare at each other.
Longingly.
2 to 3 hours, yeah.
Longingly, yeah. In silence.
Yeah.
Until someone is moved
Yeah,
to
someone
speak.
starts crying normally.
Yeah.
Last time it was George first.
Yeah, first.
Yeah.
And last. But we all cried in between. It cried George. Sound eating is just what we're eating whilst we're staring at each other in silence, obviously. Yeah. Opinion on horror movies. I'm not a massive fan of horror movies, personally. I just don't care for them. I like... pretentious mumblecore films. As does Nick, I think.
Horror films are okay. There are some good horror films.
There are some good horror films. Like,
Okay.
pretty much everything Jordan Peele's done is really good.
That's great.
Midsommar's great.
Yes.
But
Let me just plop that in there.
most horror films, I walk away and I'm just like, what have I learned?
What does this tell me about myself?
What have I learned about myself here?
Yeah.
Minecraft is apparently the
I'm
worst
halfway again.
horror movie ever.
Apparently the worst film of this year. I can't wait to
Yeah.
see it.
Ian liking mumblecore checks out. That's true. Fave pretentious film. Oh, it just depends, really. Depends what you mean by pretentious, doesn't it? Which is a very pretentious thing to say, obviously. I'm a big fan of Breathless,
Oh, nice.
which is a French New Wave film by Jean-Luc Godard. I'm a big fan of Frances Ha, as you probably know, which is a Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig film. There was a film called Jeff Who Lives at Home, which is one of my favourite mumblecore films. I'm a big fan of that one. What other potentially pretentious films? Squid and the Whale, but that's quite... I watched that recently. It's actually quite gross, but is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Buck.
Frances Ha fundamentally changed me forever. Same. I watched that film and like was forever. I've watched that film probably about 100 times. Hyperbole, but you get it.
Okay, I think this is a
Yeah, a lot of pretentious films are not great. I think that's the thing. A lot of them rely on being artsy and pretentious, and I think that's Dead Poets Society. I wouldn't even call pretentious. Oh, I love that film though. I do also love Kill Your Darlings is also a great film. But again, I wouldn't really call that pretentious. It's just like a biopic about Allen Ginsberg. Maybe that makes it pretentious. I don't know. I'm a big fan of biopics as well, like Trial of the Chicago 7, Judas and the Black Messiah. Those ones are great. I really like those ones. I also am a huge fan of Good Will Hunting. That one I go back to a lot. That one's a good film. I saw a film recently. That's actually, no,
Happy?
it made me weep. It's called Blue Jay. And oh my gosh,
Great.
fantastic film, all in black and white, obviously, very mumblecore-y, but just like so wonderful.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'd call Oppenheimer pretentious. I have a big theory about Barbenheimer,
Is it
but
time?
it's not
It's
time for
time.
that. It's
To
time
end?
for listening
You
to
ready
music.
for verse 2?
Yeah, and
And
if you copy and paste those harmonies over, so they can hear those, and
where
then
we go
into
from
the
there and then into the bridge.
yeah,
And how much of the bridge am I playing?
just play the bridge.
Just play the bridge.
They deserve it. I think it's not
Alright,
there.
hang on,
It's
I've
back,
just
isn't
got to
it?
check these. Oh yeah, you're right.
Uh,
We're doing verse 2. Supposedly.
It
Yeah.
does sound more than 36 words.
But the chorus isn't really new. Okay,
Have
just
we-
give him verse.
Have we had any more subs?
Yeah.
Have-
I want to leak the whole song to everyone.
I know you do.
Okay. Pick verse 2 or bridge.
ask the people.
Verse 2 or bridge. What do you want? You're trying to think of their future.
Callum,
Yeah. Bridge.
Bridge,
We got
bridge.
bridge. Have you done the harmonies for the bridge? No.
Bridge.
No.
Bridge.
Okay.
Let me just see what
We
it
got
sounds like.
one verse 2. Everyone else is doing bridge.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh, but Callum hasn't done the harmonies on it, and that will really make it.
All right. Callum's gonna quickly throw the harmonies over the bridge. Oh my gosh!
Yo!
We just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, now you get the whole of the bridge with harmonies.
Oh my god.
Quick, Callum, do a harmony.
Thank you so much, Golden Halos. Wow.
5, I think. 5 subs. That brings it to. Hold on. I'm gonna have to use a calc. I'm gonna have to pull out a calc for this one. That's slang for calculator, chat. In case you didn't know, I'm gonna have to pull out a calc for this one. No. Calc is actually short for calculator. It's actually I'm just using slang in case you just joined. I'm just pulling out calc for that one. Yeah, it's calc. You just gotta use it. It's not. I don't think it is. I think. What is it? Not factorial. Whatever it is, I think that's timesing. But anyway, I think yeah, factorial. I think that's timesing, not plussing. But we'll
debating finishing the goal right now. You could finish a goal.
All right,
that sounds like boring conversation.
We just got a bunch of new subs, so now they get 111 new words.
Oh, how many?
Plus the original 36, 147 new words.
What's? Oh, sorry, we got loads of words.
147 now.
Total.
Total.
So what does that mean?
You get to hear the bridge twice.
Alright.
Go chorus to bridge. Go chorus to bridge.
Alright, chorus to bridge. And you get the last word of the verse.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, we just hit our goal. We just hit our sub goal of
Good
100 subs.
Job. Ready?
Play
And then
verse
we
2.
did verse 2.
Play verse 2. Come on. Come on.
Alright.
Come on. Are they getting it? Or are you?
Yes, it's coming up now.
Rainbows are leaking out of my mouth. Teach me how to make my house a home, or how to dream a dream so large and so resounding it unites any fractured family. Might I make do and then walk my words right, but never tried again. If a time's a charm, I'll keep 3 watches in my pocket. No love, no heartbreak. We have conditioned it all out. Science is aching to announce there's no more love, no more heartbreak. We stand eternally renowned. Rainbows are leaking out of my mouth. As my brain catches the fear of God between my kitchen doorway, I shake till I feel good again. At least till I am numb again. As my brain catches the fear of God between my kitchen doorway, I shake till I feel good again. At least till I am numb again. No love.
Yeah.
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 That's what you get.
Someone said you do realize the metronome's still on, and I feel like that's part of the
That's
experience
it.
of listening to
That's because
recording.
we're
recording. You gotta deal with that. I think. Again.
No.
And that's because you got to deal with it. You got to be waiting. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for hitting our sub goal. Thank you to all our Patreons for supporting us, allowing us to do this. Thank you to all our subs for supporting us doing this. Thank you to everyone who cannot financially support us other than listening to our music and spreading the word of Bears in Trees to the world. So thank you all for being here
Good
very
job,
much.
everyone.
And see you soon.
Oh, I gotta stop it. Hang
You-
on.
you do.
Hang on.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
You've heard no love. Now get out of our house.